was filed because Marissa and Leticia Cardona deserve justice, which they still have not received related to this situation.
A rising South Valley softball star was killed and her mother injured when a driver ran a stop sign last year. Now a complaint has been filed against the woman behind the wheel, but it also names the county of Fresno, alleging the county was negligent in eliminating the dangers at the rural intersection. And thanks for joining us tonight for Action News. Good evening. I'm Warren Armstrong.
And I'm Margot Kim. Action News anchor Jessica Harrington joins us in the studio tonight with a closer look at the allegations in that newly filed complaint. It's a story you'll see only on Action News. Jessica?
Warren, Margot, this is Marissa Cardona. She was a student at Hanford West who was involved with FFA, leadership, and sports. The complaint is filed on her behalf and claims that despite multiple crashes at the intersection, the county failed to make changes or add signage. The county wouldn't comment on the pending litigation, but a county supervisor says there are protocols in place anytime a crash claims a life.
A newly filed complaint is calling out Fresno County for the intersection of Mount Whitney Avenue and Cedar Avenue.
They were less than diligent in monitoring that intersection and making the appropriate changes in view of other prior accidents that had occurred at that same location.
Attorney Kevin Little is representing Rocky Cardona on behalf of his late daughter Marissa and his wife Leticia. The intersection between Riverdale and Laton is where 14-year-old Marissa died in a crash in March of 2022. Authorities say Ashley Ingen was driving with her own daughter when she ran a stop sign, hitting Leticia and Marissa. Everyone involved in the crash was rushed to the hospital with severe injuries, except Marissa, who died at the scene. Leticia was badly injured and had a traumatic brain injury. She's still recovering and requires help with most day-to-day tasks.
She's never going to be 100%, you know. She's going to have lifelong injuries that she's going to have to deal with.
The complaint alleges that even though there have been multiple accidents at the intersection, the county didn't install a traffic control device or add signage.
You'll have 25 or 50 yards ahead of that intersection, you'll have a sign saying cross traffic does not stop, which saves lives as well, and that also was not present at this intersection.
Action News reached out to Fresno County, which says it doesn't comment on pending litigation. Buddy Mendez, who's the county supervisor for the area, didn't comment on the case, but says anytime there's a deadly crash, the county does an analysis of the intersection.
One of the deals is to see, hey, is it a clear intersection? Okay, is this caused by driver error? You know, those are things that are significant.
Mendez says following the analysis, any appropriate changes will be made. The complaint also names Ashley Ingen and her significant other, Stephen Smith, who owned the vehicle, as defendants. CHP reports show Ingen was traveling nearly 76 miles per hour at the time of the collision.
And there was no indication that there was any effort made to brake or swerve prior to the impact.
Little says they hope this complaint will protect future families who are out on the road.
Not only would Marissa's estate, Mr. Cardona, Mrs. Cardona get the justice that they so richly deserve, but also some changes will be made to this intersection.
I reached out to Ashley Ingen and Stephen Smith today for comment and have not heard back. Ingen was charged in February with misdemeanor vehicular manslaughter related to the crash. She's scheduled to be arraigned on Tuesday. Live in the studio, Jessica Harrington, ABC 30 Action News.